Cameras is rolling. What up, y'all? It's the most underrated voice, Mr. Do You TV, and we are here for Do You Believe. Can you let the people know who you are?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Darius, aka Big Man.
Big Man, where you coming in from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Crown Heights area.
Born and raised?
No, I was born in Raleigh, North Carolina, and raised in Brownsville.
Raleigh to Brownsville. How did that happen?
That I don't know. I ask my mom all the time, like, what was you into? Like, what was you doing? That you just had a baby and you just try, but I'm not a woman, so I can't really. You feel me?
Hey, Raleigh to that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
crazy.
a city country boy for it.
So how long have you been in New York City? Well, in Brooklyn, where you reside now?
I actually just came back in 2020. I've been here for 5 years now.
Okay. So let's get to it, man, because if people don't know who you actually are, they probably know you for your stand-up comedy, but right now you're going through something so much more serious right now, right? Let's take it back to the day before this happened. Like, what's a normal day for Big Man?
All right, so a normal day for me recently would be wake up in the morning. I would say like around 6, 7, get my workout done, smoke, take a shower, get ready for work. I got 2 jobs, so I work in the morning, I work at night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really home as much as I used to be, but I come in and out.
So what's the time schedule like?
All right, so I work in the morning. I leave at around 9 a.m. so I can make sure I'm at work on time. I got to be there at 10:30. So my morning job, I get there at 10:30. I work till on Monday and Thursday, I work till 1:30. So I could travel and make it to my second job on time, which is from 3 to 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
But on other days where I don't work my PM job the same day, I work from 10:30 to 3:30 p.m.
So you went to work. That was Tuesday.
Tuesday it began.
And came back Wednesday around what time?
No, I came back the same day.
The same day. So this happened in one day.
It happened in 3 days, over a span of 3 days.
So can you tell the people what actually happened?
Okay, so Tuesday, I woke up like a normal day, but I kept having an eerie feeling like somebody should stay in my crib. But I didn't think nothing of it. I went to work. I only worked one job that day, so I came back a little later because after work, I went and stopped and I picked up some weed. When I went to get some weed, I caught the bus coming back. When I got back, I noticed my key wasn't working.
Like the key to your house door?
Yeah.
Like automatically, like you.
Nah.
So you didn't see the lock change first, you just saw the key wasn't working?
I didn't notice the lock change at first. I pulled my key out and I went to put it in the door, but normally it gives me trouble, so I wasn't thinking nothing at first.
Real project shit.
Yeah, like real hood shit. So I'm like, oh yeah, you got to turn it a little bit.
Lift
now,
up.
I've never hit this move since I've been wearing glasses. Like I had to tilt because I'm like, why the fuck my key ain't working? I was like, I just know somebody is fucking with me because it's no notice on the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's no notice in my mailbox. But yet the key that I left and locked my door with is not the key that's opening my door. So my mind is going crazy right now. So I'm just calling everybody I could call.
That's crazy because that's the next question. Who was the first person you called when you realized what was going on?
The first person I called was the management office across the street. I called them like, yeah, they picked up the first time I called, and which was the woman, I believe it was the woman at the front desk. she said, I informed her that I came home from work and my key is not working in my door. Can somebody come let me in or like see what's going on? She said, let me call the maintenance, the building super and see what's going on.
So right now, you're waiting for them to call. What is your thoughts that's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind is I feel like something illegal is going down because it already don't make sense. Why am I coming home from work without notice and my locks are changed? So I'm very suspicious right now and I'm weary as to why she not calling me back ASAP and you know I'm locked out.
Did you feel like you was did you feel like you was on a hidden game show or something? Like Ashton Kutcher was going to pop out?
Honestly, I did feel like because of the fact that it wasn't no papers or nothing on the door, I did think somebody was going to pop out like, yo, we got you, big man. Like, yeah, because you've been off the scene for a while. Like, I'm like, nobody did that. Nobody popped out.
Nobody popped out.
Was it nobody there?
So now you sitting there, you waiting, thoughts going through your mind. Was you by yourself?
At first, my shorty and her daughter was with me because originally she was going to come in, wash my hair, and redo it for me. They didn't know that the key wasn't working yet because I just got here and they were on the way. When they got here, I forgot they was coming and I was like, oh, I'm locked out. So we sat there for a little bit waiting for the phone call. And then I let them go because it's getting cold. We locked out. You got your daughter. That's not responsible of me as your boyfriend to make you sit out here with me with your daughter. So eventually I wound up sitting by myself.
How long were you there until somebody called you back or actually came to help you? And if somebody did come to help you, how did they get you back into your house?
That's the crazy thing. I sat there. I called the management office. I called my case managers. I called anybody that I could call to get me back in this crib, and I really had to sit outside, freezing cold and then on top of that, my feet were hurting from a long day of work. I sat outside from, I want to say like 5, 6, all the way to 12 in the morning. Like, I want to say to like 11, 12 in the morning for real.
So how did you get in? Like, did you kick the door? Because I would have fucked around and kicked the door down like the police.
I was thinking of kicking the door down or like trying to do something to the doorknob. But I didn't have my tools on me. And at the time I was shocked and I didn't remember how to take the doorknob off and get in. So I said, I'm going to climb in the window. So I used my fire escape and I climbed in my window that I left open. But the crazy thing is the window that I left open is not on the fire escape. So I had to like climb off the fire escape. Like I got to choose and lean over to get into I wasn't like the window is next to the fire escape. So I had to climb over the fire escape and lean over to climb in the window, like with my foot to open it all the way and get in the window.
And what floor you live on?
The second floor.
So you telling me you wasn't tall enough? You mad tall. You couldn't just.
No, it's not. It's higher than it's really high.
Wow.
We got high ceilings in the building, so it's like the second floor is way up there for real.
Okay, so you get in the window.
As I open the window, I hear a noise, but I didn't pay it any attention at all because it's like I'm going through. My mind is racing. It's a lot going through my mind. I'm just trying to get in my apartment, but I did hear a noise. When I get in the apartment, I immediately remember I heard something when I opened the window. So I said, "Whoever's in here, I don't want to say what I said because of the type of video we doing. But whoever in here, basically, long story short, you can fight because it's a battle to the end.
Yeah.
If I catch you in here, I didn't see anybody in there, but coincidentally, the door was unlocked now. I just tried to open this door so many times. I twisted the doorknob. I tried to put my key in, and I just sat there and waited, and I came again because I thought I heard somebody go in. The door was locked. When I get in, now the door is unlocked and the slam lock is unlocked. So I'm like, somebody was just in here.
Mm. So they heard you come through the window and they ran out the front door.
That's what I felt like. They heard me come in through the window and they ran out the front door.
You're in your own apartment, had to climb through the window. Somebody runs out the front door. What's the first thing you see? The first thing you notice about your apartment?
It's it's a box right in front of my kitchen with black garbage bags in it. And I'm like, my light is on in the kitchen. My light is on in the little foyer right when you come in the door. All the other lights is off, and it's a box sitting right here with garbage bags in it. So I'm like, immediately, I know these niggas wasn't about to pack me up. And that's when I knew not to leave my crib until I had somebody in there.
Wow.
I was very nervous to be in there because the locks just was changed. It's not even no sign of how the lock was changed. Like it was changed, and I'm like,
so let me cut you off real quick, because you get in your own apartment, you see black bags in there. Your stuff is gone.
No, my stuff is still here.
No, but when you got in the house, your stuff was gone.
No, my stuff is still here. My bed, everything is here. It's in the same place I left it. It's a box of bags here that I didn't leave here. It's a box of bags that I did not leave in my apartment when I left, and my lockers changed. But when I climb in the window, everything else is where I left it.
So where did the bunk beds come from?
The next day.
Hold on.
This went on for 3 days.
Hold on.
But before we skip the night, I pushed my deep freezer with my microwave on it and a box in front of it, in front of my door, because I was weary somebody was going to come in while I'm trying to get some sleep, because I have work the next day. As I'm going to sleep now, in the video, I say a lot of things wrong because I'm in shock. As you can see, I don't even know what day it is. I'm like, what's today? It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I said 3 different days.
Yeah.
I'm in shock. My stuff is gone, and it's 15 children bunk beds in here. Like, I just don't understand. My mind is not understanding what's going on. Now, we're going to skip back to the day. I pushed the stuff in front of the door, and I'm trying to get some sleep, but I can't go to sleep. I get a knock at the door. It's like I said 10 something in the video, but it wasn't 10 something. It was like 1:20. It was like I said 11:26 in the video, but it wasn't. It was like 1:26 in the morning. Knock on my door. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, who the fuck is knocking at the door? I get up. I said it low, like, cause I don't know. I'm like, who? He said, I don't know what name he said, so I've been saying Abraham. Like, I just made up a name right there on the spot to kind of like keep the story going, but I don't remember the name the gentleman said at the door. But he said a name, so I'm going to say Abraham and replace the name he said. He said Abraham. He said, Abraham, open the door. It's okay. It's me.
Abraham. With the name Abraham, that's not a black kid. That's not a black man at your door.
No, the name he said was definitely a Jewish name. That's why I came up with Abraham, because he said something with a ch in it, and I'm like, what? So I opened the. I feel like it's the landlord, because I know the landlord and the management company is Jewish men. So I'm like, oh,
so you live in a Jewish community?
Like, yeah. Okay. I think it's the landlord coming to tell me why my lock was changed, coming to give me the new key. I open the door, like, as soon as I open it, I'm upset. Like, why did I come home? I'm not blacking or anything, though. It's written on my face. I'm mad because I had to climb in my window. Why did I just come home and my locks was changed? They both looking at me in fear, like. And then the older gentleman looks around my doorway into my bedroom and then the other way and then goes. I'm like, who you looking for? So I put my hand out and I back him up a little bit. Like, who you looking for? What are you doing? He said, the young one is not even saying nothing. He just staring at me like, So the older gentleman says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we got the wrong building." So I said, when the door was closed, you seemed adamant that this is where you needed to be. You told somebody to open this door. Was somebody supposed to be in here waiting for you? They opened the door right in front of my apartment because it's a door right in the hallway right in front of my apartment.
Steps.
They opened it and they just walked off. So I'm like, so I closed the door like, what the fuck? So now I really can't go to sleep. They wanted me being up. I'm up.
And you said you live in the projects, right?
No, I don't live in the projects. I live in a castle in Kingston. It's like a big castle on the corner of Lefferts and Kingston.
Okay, and there's cameras on that building.
There's cameras in the building. There's cameras outside. There's cameras all in the building.
Okay.
I can't even sleep now because now I feel like they waited for me to go to sleep or to leave to touch my stuff. I'm calling everybody. Can you come to my house? I have work in the morning. Can you do me a favor and come to my house and sit with my stuff because I feel like they're going to take my stuff. They said, my brother said, who? I said, somebody changed my locks and got my key. And I'm sitting here. And I have to go to work in the morning. I know when I leave, they're going to take my stuff. He said, they're not going to take your stuff, but I'm going to come. I'm on my way. I'm waiting for him all night. The morning come, I'm like, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. Y'all, I kid you not. I get ready for work. And as I'm getting ready for work, I know, I told myself, I said, if you leave this house, they're going to steal your stuff. But I didn't know what else to do because I didn't have nobody else to leave there. Like, I didn't have nobody, like nobody was coming to stay in my crib, but I didn't want to lose my job. So I'm like, I got to choose now between having a job or having my stuff here when I come back. And I know when I come back, my stuff is not going to be here. How do I know this? Because I'm from the hood. This is called a crib jack. They come to your crib, they change your lock. When you're out, they move all their stuff in, move all your stuff out, act like you never lived there. When you know you live there.
So this goes on in New York?
This happens in New York commonly. Wow. In this neighborhood. The community I'm in. It's like, I just didn't think it would ever happen to me. So I'm leaving out the door and I just look at my stuff and I don't know why I didn't grab more stuff. But I just grabbed a couple of items that meant something to me and I put it in my book bag because these I really did not want taken because they meant a lot to me. So I was like, let me just grab these at least because I know for a fact I'm going to come home and my stuff is going to be gone. Like, so I was like, at least let me stop in the management office, see if they could help me. They made it way worse. They made it extremely worse.
What do you mean by that?
I went across the street and the first person I see is the woman on this side and the gentleman on that side. Immediately I go to the woman. Not because she's a black woman or anything like that. It's just because the older man over there looked like he was busy. He was on the phone and whatnot. She wasn't doing nothing. So I went to her. I told her the situation as for like, I came home from work yesterday. Hold on, pardon me. I'm like, I came home from work yesterday and my locks was changed. Now, as a man, when women give you these type of attitudes and stuff, you try not to really engage because you don't know what this woman is going through. You don't know what she had going on before she got here. This is her job. I'm sure she's just trying to do her job. She don't mean to give me attitude, but she's giving it to me. You could see in my face and in my demeanor that this is very serious to me and like I'm uncomfortable with leaving my stuff. But once again, the woman just keep telling me to call HRA. And I'm like, why you keep saying that? I'm sitting here in front of you telling you that I came home, my locks was changed, and somebody needs to change my locks or give me the key because if I go to work, they're going to take my stuff. She like, oh, we don't know nothing about no locks being changed. We don't know anything about nobody stealing your stuff. You got to call HRA and talk to them about it. So I informed her HRA would never come to somebody's apartment and change their locks without informing them. They wouldn't even come and change their locks, let alone come without telling you they coming. So I even did one better for her. I got on the phone with my case manager and my case manager supervisor. Even though she let them, they told her what she wanted to hear. She told them and told me to my face, oh, now let them call the landlord and tell the landlord because that's not my place.
Wow.
I can't do nothing for you. Like, they got to tell that to the landlord. So I'm like, ma'am, they're going to steal my stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I see where this is going. The devil look busy in here. Just, can you make sure nobody don't steal my stuff? I'm going to work. Make sure my stuff is here when I get back. Like, I mean it. So she was like, you need to call HRA. So I'm like, I'll leave, and I woke up the street just knowing my stuff not going to be here when I get back.
Do you feel she has something to do with it, or like
I
she
feel
knew?
like by the way she didn't acknowledge what I was telling her and the way she didn't help me, she knew my stuff was about to be taken out of the apartment, and she didn't care. Like, I feel like she either got her palms greased to like be quiet and act like you don't know what's going on like the rest of us, or like this is common to her, so she already know the ones and twos of what's about to happen. Either way, she was just way too comfortable with the situation. I'm a grown man standing in front of you telling you I live alone and I don't want my stuff stolen. I feel like it's going to be stolen because my locks are changed. And your response as the woman sitting in the management office that manages the building I live in is to call HRA. You could have did more.
Now, this is the day you went to work and you came back and the bump beds was...
This the day.
Okay, so now you're going to work, you go to work, you have a good day at work.
I didn't.
You get off work, you didn't.
I was telling everybody at work, I'm going to be robbed today. They was like, why are you saying that? I was like, my locks got changed yesterday and nobody did nothing about it. And I left knowing my locks was changed. I'm going to go home to nothing. And they was like, stop saying that. Stop saying that. You're going to go home to your stuff. We was even making jokes on my way out. Like, my boss was like, oh, just put a picture of yourself on the door with a gun so they know not to touch your stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to put you next to me with a machine gun that's bigger than mine so they know not to really fuck with us.
You must be a white guy.
Nah, she's a short, okay. I believe she's a Filipino lady. She's cool.
Oh, okay.
And my older sister works there as well. And we all just like laughed about it, but then I just stopped and was like, nah, but for real, my stuff is going to be going, y'all.
Is your older sister, is that
the one that was screaming in the video?
Yeah, the one, yeah. Because you would have thought her shit got taken.
Boy, they call her yin and yang. We feel like we were supposed to be twins, but I was going to say that because
the way she was acting, I didn't see her face, but I could tell she had the same type of energy, and her face probably looked exactly like yours.
We matched. Eyebrows was high, shoulders was low. She was just as you heard. If you heard the video, she was not making sense neither because she was just as shocked as I was. She said they even made the fucking beds. Like, come on, Nicole. Nicole, what does that even matter right now? Like, she almost fucked me up in the middle of my thought. Like, if she's talking about the beds being made. Y'all, we was all over the place. Style. If y'all watched that video, we was like, the beginning of that video, emotions was very high. We was all over the place for real. Like, I just walked in my crib.
Hold on. So you get off work. So I taken from the video, you and your sister goes back to your apartment. So you go to the apartment by yourself. So you get to the apartment. You already know that your locks was changed the day before. You went to the management office. They didn't do a damn thing. Now it's time for you to go home. When you put the key in the doors, the locks changed again, or is it the new lock?
Now today, when I got home, was the day that really affected me because I got there. I walked right by the management office because I don't think I could deal with that woman telling me what she told me earlier. So I said, let me go upstairs and see if they changed it or something like, and they left it open with me for a key. I get up there. I'm passing like a bunch of Jewish guys with gloves on who look sweaty and tired. And I'm like, everything in me is telling me they just came from my crib. And I'm like, no. I see bags in the hallway. And I said, don't touch the bag. Like, don't touch the bag because you're going to look in that bag, your stuff going to be in that bag. I get to the door and like the lock was still the same lock from yesterday. But this time, it was like the Airbnb lock with the combination on it?
Yeah.
With a key in there for like somebody to like get in.
Fog lock.
That was on there. So I'm like, oh. So we not only did we change the lock, like we put another lock on top of the lock. I called the police because it's like, I don't know what to do at this point. Like nobody's letting me back in my crib. I already had to do what I did yesterday. And now it's about to be the same thing again today. And I know they're going to try to leave before I get in my crib like they did the day before. Who changed locks and not give the tenant the new key to the lock they just changed? I called the police.
Which precinct, you know?
I don't know what precinct they were from at all because I don't really know precincts that well.
Okay.
Like, I just know like a white shirt and like 6 other cops came. So we get to the management office, and I feel like what happened next was a test of my, like, just to see like if I'm really about what I'll be saying, about what I'll be praying about to God, like, because it was unbelievable. Like, I just couldn't believe what these people were saying to me. And I got a house full of like things that I accumulated, that I worked hard for, that was given to me, that my children made. Like, and everybody know the story between my children and my baby moms. Like, it was just like a lot of stuff. Like, I just really wasn't ready to part ways with in that crib. So I wasn't ready to just let this go. And when we got to the management office, these people just made it worse because they just saying stuff that I know myself is not true. They like, we don't know him, and I know they know me. I know they know me. We don't know this man, and I feel like they stolen. And I'm telling the cops, like, they're stolen. They trying to move my stuff. Like, they getting rid of my stuff. He like, Mr. Solomon, calm down. Just step outside and let us do our job. And I'm just outside knowing, like, this is crazy. Like, they go as far as to even say, like, oh, I owe 6 months of rent. I don't owe no 6 months of rent. I was supposed to move out in June, but the landlord verbally told me that I could stay until I find a place. I'm looking for a place. I can't find a place. I understand I'm supposed to be out, but nobody gave me any 30-day notice, no nothing. But I'm still paying rent here. You're still accepting the rent. So legally, this is still my apartment.
So you had a lease?
A lease.
The lease was up.
The lease is up.
And after the lease is up, they're supposed to give you a letter saying
when you're ready for me to leave, just at least give me the 30-day notice. Because this is New York City. Anywhere in America, you cannot evict a tenant without a 30-day notice.
Okay. What
was done was an illegal eviction. So they saying the management office is also saying that they don't have any knowledge of the locks being changed or anything being moved out of the crib. As far as they know, whoever lived there still lived there. So the cops asked them to see the lease. She goes, he's not on any lease for that apartment. And I was like, she know I'm on the lease for that apartment. She knows I live there because she just helped me get into my apartment like a couple of weeks ago when I was locked out. This same woman said, I'll call the maintenance man and tell him to meet you at your unit so he can let you in.
And when you say locked out, this wasn't part of the situation.
This wasn't part of this.
This was just a regular lockout, low key type shit.
I helped the neighbor. So what happened was, before I helped the neighbor, and midst of helping the neighbor, my door slammed behind me and locked me out. So I'm walking around, and I don't know, I can't find a maintenance man. So I went across the street, asked the woman at the counter, can she find a maintenance man? Because I locked myself out helping the neighbor. She said, oh, I'll call him and let him know you're waiting by your door to be let in. And he let me in. So you know me.
So fast forward. Management office. Y'all leave the management office. When do your sister come into play, man?
Not till later.
Your sister plays a very big part in this, man.
Everybody else don't come till later, till after I realize my stuff is missing out the apartment, and I actually take in, because it took me like an hour to take in 15 bunk beds. Like,
so let's get to that. Let's get to the juicy part.
All right, so let's get to it. So the cops tell these people, like, this shit sounds shady. At the end of the day, that's his apartment. They look at me and they tell me, go ahead, go into your apartment however you deem necessary. We're leaving. If you go up there and your stuff is missing, call us back.
What? They didn't come with you?
Nope. And I told them it's going to be gone.
This is New York City Police.
This is NYPD.
White shirt.
A white shirt and a couple of regulars.
Wow.
I told them my stuff is gone. They sent me upstairs. Y'all, I go upstairs. Remember I said it's an Airbnb lock on the door. Now, I wanted to hit somebody in the management office. So my blood is boiling. I'm hot. I'm fired up. When I get to that door, y'all, I almost just ripped the doorknob off with my bare hand. I grabbed the lock. I have the lock still in my possession that they put on the door. I grabbed the lock and I pulled it up and just ripped the whole doorknob off. When the doorknob came off, because I'm mad as hell now.
Yeah.
They playing in my face. When the doorknob came off, I pushed the other end through the hole. And I dropped down to one knee because I know my stuff is missing. I want to just look in the hole and see my kitchen, how I left it, and it's gonna make me feel better. I drop down and I look in the hole, and what do I see when I look in the fucking hole? A bunk bed in my kitchen. I looked through my book bag immediately because I'm prepared. If they don't let me in, I have my tools in my book bag to get back in. This is my crib. I'm looking through my book bag for the screwdriver because I can't believe I'm seeing a bunk bed in my kitchen through this door hole. I find a screwdriver, y'all. Like my anger is taking control of me. I shove it in the hole and I just pull it back and I kick the door open. The door flies open. Not only was it a fucking bunk bed in my kitchen, all my stuff was gone. And I'm looking around and I can't believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. And everybody's like, this is a joke, this is a joke. I understand how it looked, but I was in shock still. I was in shock. I could not believe that all my stuff that I accumulated of me coming here, I came here with nothing. I came here with a van and two damn bins in the trunk, and I accumulated an apartment's worth of stuff, and they just took it all and threw it away.
How many bunk beds was in there?
It was 15 bunk beds, y'all.
How many rooms do you have in that apartment?
I have one bedroom and a living room. I got a bedroom, the kitchen, the bathroom, the living room, in that order. When you come in the door, my bedroom door is right here, and then the bedroom. The kitchen is right in front of you. You turn this left corner, the bathroom. To the right is the living room. I'm not gonna hold you. The bedroom and the living room is mad big. But it's 7 bunk beds in this room. It's 7 bunk beds in this room. Right? And there's 7 bunk beds in the living room. And it's a bunk bed in the kitchen. I think the bunk bed in the kitchen was really pissing me off. Because you could have put this bunk bed anywhere else. Who's sleeping in the kitchen, bro? Who's desperate enough to sleep in the kitchen in front of the stove?
They didn't care about feeding them kids, nothing.
I don't know who was
there food?
There.
Like they even took the food out the refrigerator?
They took my food out my refrigerator. They took everything. It was nothing of my. Oh, actually, there was a couple of items of mine left in the unit. They kept my AC unit in the window. They kept my shower. I had a waterfall shower. It was like a 2-head waterfall shower. They kept that with everything in my bathroom. What else did they keep? My garbage can. What else was mine when I walked in there? Oh, my ice trays. I got these fancy ice trays. They wanted the ice tray. Oh, y'all want fancy ice? Why y'all living in my shit?
I like fancy ice. I like
fancy ice.
I got the small ice cubes and the big.
You feel me? The shape shit. Yeah. They make shapes and shit. I feel like they make the drink better. Why the
That's
fuck?
A fact.
They wanted some drink better ice. It was just too much. I'm like, yo, I'm just like, oh, they wanted the ice cubes too. They wanted the ice trays. Yo, this was crazy.
So, boo, you see the bunk beds. Now you're by yourself when you see this, right?
I'm by myself, y'all, and I immediately just get crazy.
Back to the question.
Starts spinning.
Back to the question I asked. Now, who's the first person you call?
My sister Nicole.
Big Nicole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually called the police back.
Okay.
The first personal phone call I made was to my big sister Nicole. Cause what? Nicole, you ain't about to believe this.
And how far was she from the scene?
She said she was 30-something minutes away. Y'all, she got there in 12 minutes. My sister bust in the door what? Go live! Go live right now! I'm like, what? What? She said, take your fucking phone out. Go live. Whatever you got left. I'm like, oh God, I deleted Facebook. She's like, do that shit on TikTok. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, that's why the live started over. I don't even know why I fucking go live before. My sister busted the door on $1 million, y'all. She busted in on $1 million. She's like, what? Go live right now.
So, since this incident happened, has any authority, nonprofit, management, news, did anybody contact you?
Brooklyn 12 News did contact me, but I was a little nervous to go forth with the story only because the lack of information on my end. I don't know why this happened. I don't know who did it. I kind of feel like who's behind it because of the evidence at hand. Like, I don't know who's involved. I don't know how long. Like, you feel me? It's a lot of variables here that I don't know. So I didn't want to get on the news looking like the boy who cried wolf or finger pointing. Like, I need facts if I go on the news. And I didn't have those facts yet. So I actually turned Brooklyn News 12 down because it seemed like they were, even though I pursued it, they were moving pretty accurately fast. Like, they were like, all right, we got this, we got that. You ready to talk on camera? And I was like, oh, I actually want to find out what's going on a little bit more. Like, so they like, we're going to call back tomorrow and see how you feeling about it. And I was like, yeah, they moving fast. It's not going to work. I can't do this. I can't do it right now.
All right, so,
Nobody else hit me up though. Not management, not the landlord, not nobody about nothing.
So looking back at this situation, is there anything that you wish you would have did different? Because we know you didn't do anything wrong. But is there anything?
Y'all gonna laugh when I say this shit too. Man, I wish I would have just stayed the fuck home. Like, why they just stay home?
You would have still had your job.
I would have had
you would have called them and told them
everything.
Yo, somebody tried to rob me.
Job and all of that. And here I go, like, you know what? Choosing the job. But that's the type of America we live in nowadays. I can't even afford to lose the job. Like, I chose the job over an apartment, a stable apartment I already got. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to choose the job. And I lost everything.
Now, we all know you're a comedian, right? Remember I asked you, did you think that this was like a hidden camera show or whatever? What was the funniest moment? Because I know even in your darkest moment of the situation, some funny shit popped up and you was like, got it. Message.
Yo, the funniest moment for me, this is not on camera neither, was when we realized, you know, that, yeah, this is setting in. Like, I was robbed. I was robbed. Somebody else has this key, and people are expecting to live here. Where am I going to sleep? So then we're like, if you sleep in that crib, they're going to get you. So I said, y'all, we all started crying. I said, damn. Now I'm scared to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up to them all over me like just spitting on me, just mad curls everywhere. Like, all I'm going to see is the light shining off the glasses and spit like, like, what is he saying? Hold them down, Isaac. Hold them down. We teach him lesson. You call cops? Yes? Like, no. Where's my shit?
Oh,
and I really had that nightmare over and over since I've been standing there. Like, I wake up, and this how the nightmare go. I wake up, I'm sitting in the bed, and a Jew is just sitting across from me in the chair, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he get up like, L'chaim. I'm like, no! And I wake up. Swear to God, like, this is traumatizing to me. I'm dead serious, like, and everybody taking it as a joke. I feel like they're going to get me for what I did. Like, what did you do? I was in a video showing they bunk beds in my house.
That was 15 beds in a one-bedroom apartment. That's crazy. A bed in the kitchen?
The beds was for. What the beds was for.
Food gone? Y'all wasn't trying to feed nobody.
Just put food in the refrigerator. They threw my fresh food out.
Cash or EBT?
Cash.
Damn.
EBT ran out. We at the end of the month, brother.
I'm going to holler at my man. I think he got some EBT left.
Tell him I need some. They done threw the cash out.
Now, before we end this, with this whole thing that happened, what did this experience teach you? Not just about people, but what did this experience teach you about life?
I think most of all, it taught me the lesson I learned from this was make sure you have everything written on, like, just hard evidence, something, some type of tangible evidence that shows what you're doing. And if it's yours, like if you have a car or if you have an apartment or if you purchase a TV, like some just a new purchase, just keep the tangible evidence because you never know what tomorrow may hold. Like it might take it all away from you. And now you can't even prove that is yours. But I don't know. Oh, and another thing it told me is when it get cold, hide your apartment because they stealing them shits. What the fuck?
Oh
Hide your
man.
fucking apartment.
Oh man. Thank you for coming through, big man.
Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Before we go, is there any way that the people can help out?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. I'm not asking for much. I just really want to replace the furniture that was lost only because it took me so long to save and buy it. I know it's going to take me that long to do it alone. I'm asking the people to go to my page on Facebook or go to my page on Facebook or go to my Instagram and click the GoFundMe and support any way you can. If it's $1, support the dollar. I mean, I'm taking it all until I'm able to add that with what I got and buy some new furniture. Cause y'all, I literally have no furniture right now. They took it all. They took a lot of stuff from me that's kind of hard to replace on my own. So I'm just asking you guys for help, please.
Give them your social medias.
My Facebook is Big Man Solifield. I think y'all recognize me from the screenshots of the video. The same thing for Instagram. It's bigmansworld_718. Hit that follow button because funny content coming back soon. We just going through something right now. Support if you can.
All right. Thank you for coming through, big man.
Appreciate you for having me, boss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.